What's up, everybody? Craig with Guitar Oracle, talking with you today about relative minor scales. And relative minor is the exact same notes found in a minor scale that a major scale has. For example, we're going to work with C major, and the relative minor for C major is A minor. So that's going to be starting with C major. We've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And C major is a great one to start with because there's all natural notes there. A minor, being the relative minor, is going to have the same notes, just starting with A. So we're going to find A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A in A minor. So how does this work? How do we know it works for every major scale out there? Why is there a relative minor? Because every major scale, we have intervals, just like all scales have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, our octave there, back to the beginning. The sixth interval of C major or any major scale, the sixth interval is where we start our relative minor. So we find that with the scale C major, C, D, E, F, G, A minor is going to be that relative minor. And we could do this with D major as well. What if we have a song in the key of D major? Well, we could say, what would be the sixth interval in D major? D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. Okay, so in that case, B minor would be the relative minor for D major. So when this comes in handy for a lot of guitar players, and when I was sort of branching out beyond minor scales, because I spent a lot of years just focusing on minor scales. Rock music, a lot of times, you know, they've got plenty of minor scales, minor progressions. So when I would hear something like, oh, this is in the key of C major or G major or D, I would be like, I can't play in that. You know, I haven't practiced enough to really feel comfortable improvising with a major scale. And you can certainly learn your major scales as ways to improv in those patterns. That's totally worth doing. But when it comes to bridging that gap, closing the gap and that distance between your ability to play in a major scale pattern versus a minor scale pattern, you can take this relative minor and play in that pattern and pull it off flawlessly. So let's say, for example, you have you're playing in the key of C major. You can play an A minor pentatonic that and you will be golden when you're playing in something like the key of C major. So whatever that progression is, if it's in the key of C major, you can play an A minor over that, and it's going to work great. Now, of course, there's still certain notes that you're going to want to land on to really bring out the sweet spots of that relationship. But you don't have to think, oh no, I don't know how to play or improvise in that typical major scale pattern yet. How am I going to pull this off? If you know what the relative minor is, you can start laying that groundwork with just remembering what that relative minor is, starting with a minor pentatonic or whatever, if there is a minor scale you're comfortable with, and filling in some blanks that way. And like I say, just bridging that distance between minor and major. And so work with this, practice with some major progressions, find the relative minor scales and see how it works for you. And always just enjoy playing guitar, getting better, and having fun. See you next time.